Hello, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to more Fortnite news and updates. Hope you guys all enjoy. As always, my name is Jake. Let's hop right into it though. Our first story over this past weekend, as unannounced by both OpTic as well as Courage himself, that's actually formerly OpTic. Courage has now left OpTic Gaming. So not too big of news out there. I wasn't really sure to whether to put this in a Blackout episode or a Fortnite episode. Many of you guys, of course, probably know Courage from Fortnite itself, and it went largely, like I said before, unannounced. I actually heard about this from Around the Bar episode by OpTic Hitch. If you guys don't know, I'll link that series down below. It's great content, and for a lot of people, it was actually his title which opened the eyes about Courage actually leaving OpTic. Alongside that, he actually made sure to note exactly why he did leave. So for all of you guys who do care, I will actually play some clips for all of you as exactly why formerly Jack or Courage actually left OpTic Gaming.
Jack Courage Dunlop, if you guys don't know, the Ninja's best friend. He just left OpTic like 2 days ago. 2 days ago. You know, we start going to these like recording sessions, and nothing is organized at the time, to the point where it's like I'm not gonna be like, I feel like this is his mentality. It was definitely my mentality, so I can speak for myself. It was like, well, I'm not gonna try to be like super passionate about helping out content if we get here and like there's no organization of anything. And then if I was blowing up the same way Jack was at the time, he's getting like, at the time I remember when Jack hit 5,000 subs, I was like, holy, Jack is that guy. Like, like he's in the crew, he's in the Ninja crew, he's casting with Lupo, like he's big in Fortnite, like he's he's doing Blackout stuff as well. Like he really blew up. And as soon as he blew up like that, I was like, there's no way, man. Like he was very vocal about not wanting to be here, in the first place, as far as Dallas, because there's really nothing to do here. He wanted to be in LA with all of his homies, and so I was like, it's only a matter of time. And then I think something is sponsors or something.
And also, if you guys didn't get that, if you wanted to skip past it as well, pretty much a brief TLDR as to exactly why he did leave. First of all, the goals did not line up. Second of all, he really did not need OpTic. Many of you guys know he's blown up quite a bit over the past 2 to 3 months, not only with Blackout, but also, of course, especially with Fortnite, and all of his friends being just as popular as him as well. He's kind of fed off that in a genius way. I really do enjoy his content. He's done a great job blowing up. Alongside that, he did not like the lack of organization inside OpTic, so when he would show up to actually produce content, it would be taking a lot of time. And as you can imagine, as a full-time streamer and also doing YouTube videos, that's very precious time and very expensive time when they're probably not paying you near as much as you could be making while doing Fortnite. He also did not want to be in Texas, which is where OpTic Gaming and all their content creators are currently based out of. And very last thing, probably most importantly, it came down to, as Hitch did say, sponsorships. Now, many of you guys know Fortnite streamers align with several sponsors out there. Apparently, some of Jack's future sponsors or current sponsors actually conflicted with OpTic Gaming's brand. So, of course, if they have competing sponsors, they don't want the streamers or content creators having different sponsors, and so that is ultimately why he left. All in all, guys, I think it was a great run. It was obviously one of, if you guys do not know Courage, one of his ultimate goals to join OpTic, and he's done a great job building his own brand and actually can now branch away from OpTic because he does not need them. Although it's kind of a sad thing to see, good thing for Courage, and I'm sure great things coming in the future. It is now Courage, guys, officially leaving OpTic Gaming. But on top of that, we have some more responses out there from Ninja. I know I've been using his face way too many times in the thumbnails, guys, but he did respond to 2 things. The first of which was actually on Keemstar's show, surprisingly enough. I'll link the full episode down below for all of you. And this is on the entire instance of course, the kid who allegedly stream sniped him. It was further proven he was not stream sniping him, but a lot of the information looked as if he was. And then Ninja, of course, going on the rant and almost banning him. Here's what Ninja had to say about the whole instance now. And this is, I would say, a clip where I understand why some people might actually be pretty upset about this response.
Are you getting everybody banned in Fortnite?
Because they're all stream sniping me, team. I can't get away from it. The first one, I'm playing squads. Some random guy builds up above me, snipes me, kills me immediately. I had some drinks. I was, it was after dark mode. I was straight raging, trolling, in full-blown troll mode. And, say I'm going to get the guy banned. He's a stream sniper, all this stuff. And it was definitely out of line, 1,000,000%. But I was just being over the top.
Because we had his admittance. At one point in time, Ninja even said, not an official tweet, it was a response tweet to the guy, that being IC5. He had said, sorry, it was good to go. You didn't have to go on Keemstar and talk about this. Of course, there's recent allegations as well about some other fake stuff that got Ninja into trouble, although it was not his fault. So he came onto the show to talk about that. Keemstar brought up this instance as well. But then he goes on to say that he was just trolling. which it's so obviously, I shouldn't say obviously, I know you guys probably saw the clips as well, it didn't seem like he was trolling when he had even pulled his phone out and was even neck and neck with the microphone saying, leave the game and I won't ban you, as he's messaging Epic employees or whoever he was talking to on his phone, literally looking to ban the kid. So I wouldn't call it trolling. Not the best response ever, although one response I will defend as well on our second subject about Ninja, guys. If you guys do remember, Tfue as well as mainly Nikki Merckx talked about console aim assist. That is console players having aim assist versus PC players. Ninja very clearly stated that they should not have that aim assist, and that is sticking to the point that console players should not have aim assist against PC players, but console players can have aim assist against other console players. So Xbox and PS4 players can have aim assist playing against each other, but they should not get aim assist when playing against PC players. So here's what he had to say about that.
Can you speak about aim assist again? I hope you get a skin so I can cop. I hope we get a skin too, man. Listen, that whole aim assist thing has also been blown out of proportion right now on Twitter. There's so many people who are like, did you hear when Ninja's rant on aim assist? Look, I got tilted because some dude had a controller in solos, plugged into PC, and literally triple burst me with a gray burst, all headshots. So I got salty, man. Do I think aim assist needs to be removed from controllers on the PC? No. Is it annoying? Yes. I'm getting people who are like tweeting at me, save console lives matter, keep aim assist. I'm like, dude, I wasn't talking about Xbox or PlayStation, dude.
And on that topic, it's really your own opinion that matters at that point. I still think with the advantages that PC players have when it comes to building, aim assist is necessary, but again, it's all going to be subjective, so I'm not going to get on his back for that response. It wasn't too bad of one. He stuck to his points, but also on top of that, very last thing, some news out there, Nate Hill also took to Twitter, trying not to start drama a couple days ago, but before that, apparently many complaints out there about individual players or smaller streamers or people with, you know, less known, I guess you could say less known followings out there, apparently not being supported by Epic. Now, I first of all want to say I heavily disagree with this because Epic provides way more entries or modes of entry than other games out there in terms of particularly going pro or at least making money in the scene. They have done a really good job of doing that. The open qualifiers at all the finale skirmish events, the in-game tourneys as well, although I think several points were made in good fashion on both sides of the argument. First of which, for in-game tourneys, it's a good point, right? V-Bucks are not going to pay for the future. They're not going to pay for your tickets to events. I really do agree with that point for the in-game tournaments. But also on top of that, you know, Fortnite can only do so much. Epic cannot pay out cash prizes for in-game tournaments to people who are of that age. If you're of a certain age, it's some legal boundary about that. You cannot give a 12-year-old money for an in-game tourney. At least I believe so. That's why most games don't go with cash prizes. Although I do think Nate Hill went a bit far with some of the things he said about, you know, other gamers who weren't in the lines actually just sitting at home eating Cheetos. But the point came across though, guys. He was correct. Of course, upcoming professionals and professionals inside Fortnite right now, if you want to be pro in any other esport or any other traditional sport out there, some risk has to be taken. I think Epic down the line is definitely going to try and provide more for all of you guys out there who want to try and go pro or want to make money in the scene. I think they've done so far a great chance, or provided a great chance for doing that as well. But in the future, we'll see what they have to offer on top of that. So some great points made on both sides. Just Nate Hill saying it's really also hard to make the argument as well against Nate Hill. It's also very hard to see these pros before they were pro, right? It's hard to picture Nate Hill before he was in FaZe Clan, before he had made so much money prize pool wise, and so that's why it's hard to actually, I think for a lot of people to actually agree with what he said so far. But to become pro in anything out there, it takes a lot of risks. Now also very lastly, guys, a big update, apparently a patch coming tomorrow. We'll cover that in tomorrow's episode, of course. Before then though, it's actually the mounted turret causing a lot of disruption out there. It seems that every update for the last, I would say, nearly 2 months now has been controversial. This one also being that it seems to be a pretty big rift of get rid of the turret, keep the turret. It's now been double nerfed, guys, both in health as well as now in spawn rates. If that's going to make it stay in the game, I doubt it, but at this point in time, it just seems every update that comes out has a complaint out there. Fortnite's in a really weird spot right now. Everything that happens in Fortnite, there's either a complaint or there's an argument of some sort. But as always, hope you guys all enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Jake. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow as we break down the next patch, and hopefully this game gets a little bit better. I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.